for joining me. I'm Kathleen Dames. I'm a knitwear designer. I live in New York City, and today I thought I would show you where the magic happens, where where I keep so many things. Just a reminder, tap the screen to give hearts, whether you're a live or replay viewer, and feel free to share it with your followers, your Twitter folk, your Facebook folk, and all that good stuff. So, like I said, I'm Kathleen Dames. I'm a knitwear designer. I will show you my card. Hello, that's me. That's me. I've not recently, it's been a little while now, I've become an internet grown-up. So KathleenDames.com will take you to my website where I have a blog, links to patterns, all sorts of good stuff. You can find me most everywhere as Kathleen Dames, all squished together. And on Ravelry, my username is Purly, P-U-R-L-Y. So today we are in the utility room. There's a laundry closet, little bathrooms, and then there's the stash. And see, let's start with, this is what I use for needle storage. It's one of those shoe things. Let's see if I can tip it up and down. You can see one of those, over the door shoe storage things. And I haven't labeled them, but I have organized my needles. So I start here with, I think these are zeros. I'm not a sock knitter, I'm more of a garment knitter, so most of the needles I use are like in the second and third row, fingering weight and worsted weight, but I do have some zeros, and then so 0, 1, 2, 3, yes, those are 4s, and so on, and then we get down to some giant things, and ball winder when not in use. I don't have a winding station. The best place I've found for me to wind up yarn is to attach the ball winder to my dining room table, and that doesn't work to leave it up all the time because we eat there every meal. Crochet cotton, which I don't crochet. I can make a chain, that's about it. So I'm sorry, crocheters, you guys do really cool stuff, and I don't do it. But crochet cotton is great for holding stitches, putting in lifelines, so I always keep it handy, and an extra pair of scissors from IKEA because I tend to have a hard time finding my scissors. I don't know about you. They always seem to wander around. So that's really what's in here. It's very nice because it's over the door. There, now you can see the hallway, or my front door. So the cats don't get at it. It's very handy. Now over here, let's see. The best way to do this for you guys. A lot of my knitting books, I think I showed you last week on my desk. I have some bookshelves that support my desk, and I have the books that I use all the time there. But I have a lot of other books. Let's see, knitting, sewing. I have you guys on a tripod today. I have a sewing machine. I'm not much of a sewist, unfortunately, but I got it because I thought I might want to do some sewing at some point, maybe even sew reinforce a steek. However, Varian, I think you're on here, Varian does stranded color work, and she has been showing us how to reinforce a steek without using a machine. Up here are lots of magazines, stuff that needs to be organized and put away. Now here, we'll go over here a little. This is yarn. And then I've organized my yarn. It says sock. And so I have, let's see, I'll do sock, worsted, down at the bottom, Aran, bulky. Over here is lace, DK sport. And then I have miscellaneous, and I have a box for ends, which just, like if I have little bits of leftovers that aren't really big enough for anything particular, you do that. I put them all together there. So I thought we'd peek into the sock bin. It's not very well organized. Part of the reason I'm doing this is I'm hoping I can sort of shame myself a little into getting more organized. So let's see. There are like finished objects in here. This is a shawl design in a colorway of Madeline Tosh that doesn't exist anymore. That probably needs to just be frogged and turned into something else. Ooh, this is a beautiful skein of Woolen Rabbit. If you don't know Woolen Rabbit, you should check her out, thewoolenrabbit.com. She's a New England dyer and she does beautiful stuff. This is Lucent. Fingering weight yarn, 70% merino, 20% cashmere, 10% nylon. This is the Clara Bow colorway. I couldn't resist it. I mean, could you resist this if you saw it? I'm not sure what it's going to be yet. I have half-finished projects. Okay, I'll tip you down and you can see into the box. Here. Oh my goodness, so much stuff. Leftovers, skeins of gems, a half-finished sweater. I think I talked about this one. I did, this is Swan's Island. It's lovely stuff. This was the this preceded the Vest for Charles design that I did for Jane Austen Knits. It's the same King Charles brocade. When I started doing the sleeves, it turned out I was doing magic loop and my gauge did not match, and I got mad, and it's been time in, time out for a long time. Oh my goodness, so many things. A double-stranded thing. I think this was going to be a cowl. So 2 strands held together of Madeline Tosh Fjord. Bits and pieces, sweaters. Oh my god, you guys, this is so disorganized. Except that it is all fingering weight yarn. So at least there's that. Not all of the boxes are completely full, so but they are kind of, there's a lot of yarn there. So I'm hoping that by showing you guys this, I might get around to getting a little better organized, and maybe giving some stuff away, throwing some stuff out, or frogging things so that I can make better use of the yarn. How do you guys organize your stash? If you have, so this is my Swift. I think this is Luette. I got it years ago. I love it because it's wooden and it's pretty, and I can just sit it on a tabletop. Some people like the clamp Swifts. I like this one. The only problem is that some skeins are really wound. They make a wide circle of yarn, and this only goes down so far. You can see it. This part screws down, but it only goes down to here. So when I have a skein that's this wide, and I have some that are wider, it's kind of a problem. But I've started wrapping a rubber band around here, and it keeps it stretched out enough so that I can wind the yarn. But I like this. Again, I said I wind my yarn up on my dining room table, and so it's nice that this can be sort of positioned anywhere on the table. Oh, it won't close all the way if you don't undo the screw. So, never seen a Swift like that. Oh yeah. The sort of interesting thing is that it comes apart, and this is very pointy, so you have to be a little careful. But it can be really compact. I like it. It's pretty, and when I have to use a tool, quite often I prefer it to be a pretty tool. So, like I said, I'm pretty sure this is from Luette. I got it years and years ago in the Chicago suburbs. It has a lot of flexibility. Oh, one thing I forgot to show you. It's kind of cool. It has these little bits that fold out. So I usually put when I put a skein on, there are, 2 ends, the beginning and the end. And I'll put the end here and sort of pinch it in there. And then it tends not to flap around. Otherwise, sometimes it flaps around and unwinds a little. So it's really nice. And I think that originally the purpose is you fold them out on every thing. Isn't that cool? And then that holds up the skein here so that it doesn't slide right off. So, but I figured because they are hinged like that, that might be a handy way to keep things together. So, what else is up here? I'm going to peek into lace. Yes, no, maybe so. Let's see what's in here. I try to keep everything in plastic. So like there's some Alchemy, Yarns of Transformation, some of their gorgeous mohair. This is a long ago project. Malabrigo. I am keeping the Johnson Family Company Ziploc bags in business, I think. And I bet most of us are. Oh, isn't that pretty? I have 3 cones of this. This is from, oh my god, what is their name? Habu. So this is some beautiful Habu merino that I'm trying to decide what to do with. It makes this gorgeously light and lovely. What I'm thinking is to use, can you see the difference? The top is, there, that's actually probably, the top is 1 strand, then 2, then 3. So I've been thinking about doing something with that for a design down the line. I have too many ideas and not enough time, huh? What else? Really? Okay. So the real treasures. Here, we're gonna turn. Whee! Here we go. I'm turning you guys around this corner. You can see, oh my god, those are my shells that I've collected in Maine the past few summers. I haven't been able to figure out what to do with them, but what I wanted to show you, so I found some of these awesome apothecary jars, and there's a big one back there. There's some Tosh lace and stuff, and this one, oh, I didn't plan for this to be the Woolen Rabbit broadcast, but this is Woolen Rabbit Scottish Heather Chantilly, which is super pretty, heathery, so Chantilly lace in the Scottish Heather colorway, and that's Woolen Rabbit if you want to grab a screenshot. Tosh silk. Oh, so I keep the pretties here, and once I figure out what I'm going to do with the shells, then I can see the pretties again and be inspired. It's Malabrigo lace. Yeah, so there's a skein of that. Not even wound up. I try to wind things up because then I'm committed to using them. And also I feel like when I wind up the yarn, I get to know it a little better. Here, that's a lot of glare, so I'm going to swing this back around. Oh. And there's the doorbell. So I'm going to go for now, guys. Kathleen Dames, if you have any questions, you can find me on Twitter, etc., etc. Okay, sorry, bye.